To promote the long-term sustainability of its system, and achieve a healthy self-governing economic cycle, Transformers Chain, referred to as Transformers, has established long-term incentives for its network participants and ensures long-term security and decentralized character of the network. The core players of the Transformers are the clients and the validators. They provide a secure and decentralized network base for various interactive behaviors on the Transformers. Long-term incentives for the verifiers based on the protocol algorithm. The award will be issued for additional issues based on the initial circulation of the founding block. We define it as the long-term inflation in the toes. Inflation will be elastically reduced or reverse inflated based on time and the total stake of the validation cluster. Let's start by comparing the tokenomic models of TFSC and classical mainstream cryptocurrencies. Analyzing the eco-economics of major blockchain projects like Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, and EOS requires an understanding of the broader ecosystem in which these blockchains operate, in terms of both environmental impact and the internal economics that drive each network. Here's an analysis focusing on these two angles. 1. Environmental impact, ECO. Bitcoin, BTC, utilizes a proof-of-work, POW, consensus mechanism that requires significant computational power. This has led to criticism of its excessive use of energy and environmental impact, as mining activities traditionally consume large amounts of electricity, often derived from non-renewable sources. Ethereum, ETH, originally also used POW, but has plans to transition to proof-of-stake, POS, with its Ethereum 2.0 upgrade. POS is a consensus mechanism that significantly reduces energy consumption as it does not require miners to solve complex mathematical problems. Instead, validators are chosen to create new blocks based on the amount of cryptocurrency they hold and are willing to stake as collateral. EOS. This blockchain operates on a delegated proof-of-stake, POS, consensus model. In POS, stakeholders elect block producers who are responsible for maintaining the network. POS is considerably more energy efficient than POW because it doesn't require the same level of computational work to secure the network. 2. Economics, economic. Bitcoin, BTC. Bitcoin has a cap of 21 million coins, which introduces scarcity, potentially increasing its value over time as the supply is limited. The economic model is simple. Miners are rewarded with newly minted bitcoins and transaction fees for their work in securing the network. However, the reward for mining a block halves approximately every 4 years in an event known as halving, which can affect miners' economic incentives. Ethereum, ETH, Ether, the native cryptocurrency of the Ethereum network, is used to power transactions and smart contracts. Unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum does not have a hard cap on the total supply of Ether, which could lead to inflationary pressures. However, Ethereum's transition to Ethereum 2.0 and the implementation of mechanisms like EP1559, which burns transaction fees, introduces deflationary aspects to its economics. EOS. EOS works on an ownership model where users own and are entitled to use the network proportionally to the number of tokens held, rather than paying fees for each transaction. This can encourage the holding of tokens and thus potentially lead to less volatility. EOS block producers are rewarded with new EOS tokens created by inflation, the rate of which is decided by token holders, providing a potentially stable economic incentive structure. To summarize, while BTC's value is largely driven by its scarcity and the proven security of its network, ETH's value is underpinned by its utility in powering a vast ecosystem of dApps and smart contracts, and it's moving towards an environmentally friendlier consensus mechanism. EOS aims to offer scalability and user-friendliness with lower transaction costs and energy consumption due to its POS consensus mechanism. It's important to note that the analysis of these networks changes over time as technology evolves, user adoption varies, and the communities surrounding these blockchains make decisions that affect both the eco and economic aspects of their ecosystems. Interactions in transformers will cost a small amount of tokens, which compensates the validator and is calculated based on the traffic consumed when the network's current timestamp is pushed back for a short period of time. Transformers has established a destruction protocol that will systematically destroy the founding block shares in the process of maintaining a balanced eco-economic development, as well as destroying 100% of the validator gas, thereby achieving long-term economic stability for transformers.